When creators take on billion-dollar corporations, it's not just content, it's war. Most play it safe, but a few, they stare down the biggest companies on earth and press upload anyway. These are the moments when YouTubers completely destroyed and exposed evil companies, and in the process, reminded everyone that sometimes the internet really does fight back. Let's start with one of the craziest underdog stories of 2025. A 22-year-old YouTuber named Schleep, known for catching predators on Roblox, found himself facing down the entire Roblox corporation. On August 9th, his video titled "Roblox is suing me" hit the internet like a lightning bolt. Roblox had just served him a cease and desist, accusing him of simulated child endangerment for exposing predators on their platform. The irony was brutal. A billion-dollar kids game attacking the guy trying to make it safer. In the video, Schleep broke it down calmly, but clearly. Predators are supposed to talk sexually to you, he said. If you do it first, that's entrapment. We act like naive kids. Not predators, but Roblox didn't care. They banned every account he'd had since he was 8 years old. Within hours, outrage spread across TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Fans flooded the comments. Choosing money over children's safety is insane. And Roblox just destroyed their reputation. Then, like dominoes, other creators joined the fight. Creekcraft, one of Roblox's biggest names, announced he was done with the platform entirely. Roblox is so detached from reality. I'm out within a week. Legendary predator catcher Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator jumped in, announcing an investigation into Roblox's darker corners. The platform scrambled to hold a Zoom meeting for developers, blaming Schleep's methods for violating their policies. But the damage was done. By early September, YouTube's resident lawyer, Law by Mike, filed a lawsuit against Roblox on behalf of every creator they'd silenced. The fallout was catastrophic. Roblox lost over $12 billion in market cap, parents flooded forums with concerns, and Schleep went from small creator to symbol of justice. The message was clear. Sometimes the biggest company in gaming can get wrecked by a single fearless upload. Overnight, Schleep became the face of a movement demanding accountability from tech giants who profit off kids while turning a blind eye to danger. News outlets picked up his story, and even longtime Roblox partners began to distance themselves. What started as one video turned into a full-blown reckoning, proof that truth, when broadcast loud enough, can shake an empire. But this wasn't the first time a YouTuber saw through corporate smoke before anyone else. 6 years earlier, in 2019, Markiplier uploaded a strange video that most fans dismissed as paranoia. He wasn't ranting about a game or joking around, he was talking about a browser extension, Honey. There's some shady stuff going on, he said. Nothing in life is free. If I disappear, it was Honey. Fast forward to December 2024, and Markiplier looked like a prophet. A YouTuber named Megalag dropped a 23-minute expose titled "The Truth About Honey," and it broke the internet. The video revealed that Honey wasn't just collecting data. It was stealing from creators themselves. Using visual proof, Megalag showed how Honey hijacked affiliate links from influencers like Linus Tech Tips, replacing their cookies with its own and pocketing commissions. The browser that helped you save money was quietly draining income from the very YouTubers who promoted it. Suddenly, Markiplier's gut feeling didn't look crazy. It looked like foresight. I knew something didn't smell right, he said when the story resurfaced. I told everyone, but nobody believed me. Other creators scrambled to apologize for sponsoring Honey. Knowing what I know now, one said, I wish I'd never worked with them. Then Legal Eagle, YouTube's lawyer with millions of subscribers, announced he was filing a class action lawsuit against Honey on behalf of creators. If you're taking money from influencers under false pretenses, he said, that's not a partnership, that's theft. Within months, Honey lost over 4 million users, its Chrome rating tanked, and advertisers fled. The sweetest deal on the internet had turned sour, and the guy who called it 5 years early got the last laugh. But not every evil company hides behind tech or gaming. Some wear the mask of help. In 2018, PewDiePie released a video unlike anything he'd made before. Instead of jokes or memes, he talked about a company called BetterHelp, a supposedly affordable therapy app. On paper, it sounded amazing. Licensed professionals you could talk to from home. But as PewDiePie dug deeper, what he found was disturbing. Reading straight from their terms of service, he exposed that BetterHelp didn't actually guarantee the qualifications of their counsel. They don't verify degrees, certifications, or background checks, he said. So, who exactly are you talking to? Even worse, the app reserved the right to share user data, including mental health information, with third-party advertisers. The cherry on top, Pewd said, is they can literally sell your therapy info to other companies. For years, the video floated quietly in his archive. Then in March 2023, the Federal Trade Commission confirmed everything he'd warned about. BetterHelp was caught secretly sharing users' private health data with Facebook and Snapchat for targeted ads. They were fined $7.8 million. Overnight, PewDiePie's old clip resurfaced across Reddit and Twitter. He called it 5 years ago, one fan wrote. Pew News was more accurate than real news. Exposing a mental health company preying on vulnerable people wasn't just smart, it was moral courage. PewDiePie reminded everyone that the biggest scams don't always sell greed. Sometimes they sell comfort. His decision to call out BetterHelp before anyone else did wasn't about views or drama. It was about principle. Years later, when the truth finally came out, it proved that being early, honest, and willing to take the heat still means something online. In an era where most influencers chase brand deals, PewDiePie chose integrity over income. And that's exactly why his voice still carries weight today. But when it comes to exposing corruption on a global scale, few creators have ever matched Coffeezilla. By 2022, he was already known for investigating crypto scams, but one name would change everything: FTX. The flashy exchange sponsored Tom Brady, Steph Curry, and a wave of finance influencers who promoted it as the safest place to trade. Go to metkevin.com/FTX. One said, get free crypto every time you trade. But Coffeezilla wasn't buying it. He analyzed their balance sheets and tweeted a warning: FTX might be insolvent. He was right. Weeks later, a leaked CoinDesk report showed FTX's assets were mostly worthless tokens propped up by fake numbers. Billions of user funds had vanished. The so-called future of crypto turned out to be a house of cards built on hype, celebrity endorsements, and outright deception. Coffee's breakdown exposed exactly how deep the rot went, tracing shell companies, fake valuations, and insider manipulation. Within days, regulators stepped in, FTX imploded, and investors were left staring at empty wallets. Coffeezilla didn't just call the crash, he became the voice of reason in an industry built on illusions. As panic spread, Coffeezilla dropped video after video explaining exactly how Sam Bankman-Fried had built his empire on smoke and mirrors. They had billions, he said, but it wasn't real money, it was monopoly money. Within days, the exchange collapsed. Investors lost everything. Influencers who promoted FTX were sued for over $1 billion, and its founder was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Coffeezilla didn't just predict the fall, he became the face of crypto accountability. Fans flooded his comments with praise. Coffee's doing the journalism the mainstream won't. He'd proven that one YouTuber with a camera and patience could topple an empire. And that brings us to one of the most unlikely corporate downfalls ever. Caused not by a journalist, but by a reviewer. Marques Brownlee, better known as MKBHD, has spent over a decade reviewing the newest tech. But in April 2024, he posted a video called "The Worst Product I've Ever Reviewed." The target, the Humane eye pin, a $700 wearable device with a $24 monthly subscription. It was supposed to replace your phone, a screenless gadget that could project interfaces and act as your AI assistant. But when Marques put it to the test, it flopped. It's slow, he said. It's wrong. It's not practical. And it fails at almost everything. The clip went viral instantly. Critics accused him of being too harsh. He's just doing it for clicks, they said. But soon, dozens of tech reviewers echoed his findings. The Humane AI pin couldn't even answer basic questions correctly. It overheated, drained battery life, and delivered nothing it promised. 10 months later, the company announced it was shutting down operations. HP quietly purchased what was left for $116 million, a mercy buyout. Marques hadn't just trashed a gadget. He'd saved people from wasting money on a product built on hype, and his integrity made the entire tech world take notice. What made it even more impactful was how respectful yet firm his criticism was. Even former Humane employees admitted that his review had forced the company to confront its own failures. In an industry flooded with paid sponsorships and fake praise, Marques reminded everyone that credibility is the only currency that truly lasts. What ties all these stories together isn't just exposure, it's risk. Schleep went up against a billion-dollar gaming empire. Markiplier spoke a dangerous truth before there was proof. PewDiePie risked sponsors by calling out a mental health scam. Coffeezilla faced lawyers while unraveling a multi-billion-dollar fraud. Marques Brownlee took heat from corporations for telling the truth about a revolutionary device. None of them had to do it, but they did. Companies chase control, creators chase truth. It's risky, it's messy, and it's rare, but it's why audiences trust them. These 5 stories show that no matter how big the brand or how shiny the PR campaign, one honest video can still bring the whole whole tower down. What's even more powerful is how these creators didn't need fancy production or corporate backing. They just needed their platforms and their voices. It's a reminder that when people speak up, even billion-dollar companies have to listen. At the end of the day, it's not just about clicks or headlines, it's about accountability. They reminded millions that influence means nothing if you won't use it when it matters most. And while the corporations they exposed scrambled to clean up their messes, the internet never forgot who pulled the trigger first. So the next time someone tells you YouTube's just entertainment, remember, sometimes it's the last real newsroom standing. Because when creators expose the truth, even billion-dollar companies can't hide behind an algorithm forever.